where he is at, do you think you're a better team than last year?
Well, it's sort of hard to say. I think we're getting there. It's still obviously early in the year, so you're not going to be playing your best footy. I think...
So you're saying you just can get better and better?
Yeah, I reckon definitely. I think, I think we're pretty happy with the hunger that is there at the moment. That was probably the one worry, that from the outside looking in, but there's definitely the hunger there. And but I still think that, there's a lot of room for improvement.
We just saw a try scored by Taylor May. That's 7 tries in 4 games. He's playing in the position of Brian Toto at the moment. What happens when Brian comes back from injury?
Yeah, it's an interesting one for Dad to try work out there, because I think Charlie's having his best year so far with his early games, probably not scoring as many tries, but his carries coming out of yardage have been really good. And Tiny's got his opportunity now and he's killing it. So it's going to be hard to fit them all in, but it's a good problem to have.
I think there's been the reason why Penrith have done so well is the contribution of not just even the players out there. It's like the contribution of about 20 players. I think if you go through some stats, 4 players ran over 200 metres, 8 other players ran over 100 metres. Out of the 7 tries, they were all to different people. So across the board, there's contribution, which it's got to make everyone's game easier, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's been the most pleasing thing for us over the last 2 years, that anyone that has come into the team has done their job very well. And it probably comes back to how we train, and it's not just the 17 guys that go out there, it's the whole 30 in the squad. They're all sort of vying for positions and they're all training hard, and even the boys not playing first grade are making us better because they're competing. And that's why you see when people like Taylor and Tago get their opportunity this year, they're ready to go, and they've taken it with both hands.
And Nathan, I've pumped your tyres up for 3 years. I've got to let some air out. the leg rip around, which I thought, looking at it and after the game, I thought it was really dangerous. Talk us through it.
Yeah, that was a really bad one. It was just an awkward tackle. I sort of rushed out and tried to just take him to the ground, and it was poor technique. As soon as my leg came off the ground, anything can happen from there. I definitely didn't do it with any intent, but as you can see, it was a real ugly one. And
you spoke to him on the ground. What'd you say?
I was just apologising straight away. I sort of felt it just get awkward and his knee get trapped, and it definitely wasn't something that I was trying to do, and I was just trying to see if he was all right.
Yeah. I love watching the Panthers at the moment, and we all talk about the great kicking game that you have, Nathan, and all the great tries. But when you watch the Panthers live, you see the work ethic in the team, and you see people moving off the ball, getting into position early. What are some of the actions that are celebrated internally in reviews at your club?
I think that's the thing we pride ourselves on, is just being out to support your mate. I think the tries and all that are really nice, but just turning up for your mate in defence and attack. When someone's got the ball, we always want someone there with him in defence. If someone's to make an error, because we know we're not perfect, people are going to miss tackles. We want other people there, kind of saving our bums, and just working hard for each other. And probably the things you don't notice on TV are things that are very much celebrated within our club.
I've got to ask you about the sin bin to Dylan Edwards. He can fire up. Gus is saying that apparently he can throw them.
Yeah, just ask him. He'll tell you about it. Dill's just one of those blokes. He's just a tough country bloke. He's not going to back down from anyone, and it's pretty funny, actually.
I've never seen something so ridiculous. Will Smith's got a standing ovation, and these 2 blokes get sent to the sin bin. Honestly.
Well, Dylan, you know what? If you're going to sin bin that, okay, but Dylan Edwards, how do you sin bin him? Seriously, someone just hits you in the head.
Mate, if you're on the field and you palm someone and they go down, you get clapped for it. That's ridiculous. Come on.
Do you think it was fair, Billy?
Look, I think if you let it go, it creates
a bit
of an issue. Look, I agree. I think it's ridiculous, but if you don't police that, then what does it turn into?
Do you think, and Dylan as well, he should have been sin binned for his...
Well, if he was smart, he probably puts his hands by his side, and he plays against 12 men for 10 minutes, which is game-changing. So, look, obviously the Panthers aren't in a position where they need to do that, but...
Can we do a poll?
What sort of poll would you like?
If you did a poll, if you think that deserved a sin bin, then text in to 1800. I've got no idea what I'm talking about. I'd like to see a poll what general public thinks of that, because I think it's stupid and I reckon it's ridiculous. Okay, there's my piece.
But like Billy said, in a way, could you imagine then 10 blokes having a slapping fight?
Exactly, and then
that could get pretty violent, I reckon.
Oh, come on.